that wild Thursday night game and what it means for the two teams atop the NFC South now. The Falcons pull even with the Buccaneers. For the Falcons, I think you see a team now that has been able to navigate clutch situations 4 weeks in a row and being put in those spots and having to respond to those spots over and over again. I know Raheem Morris and his team feel really good about that. On top of that, we're seeing an offense that's coming together now. And we're seeing an offense that's getting used to playing for Zach Robinson. We saw some creativity that we hadn't seen before in what they were doing, which shows the players are getting more comfortable and the coaches in turn are getting more comfortable calling the game a certain way. And, I think maybe the most encouraging thing is those three top 10 picks, what they were able to do last night. Now, those guys may never live up to the draft billing. Those guys may never live up to the expectations of what they were going to be when they were coming into the pros. But Kyle Pitts really hasn't played at that speed going back to the knee injury that he had in November of 2022. He had two surgeries to fix that knee. He was not running at the same speed last year. He did not look the same early this year. Last night, he started to play a little faster, which is what they've seen in practice. Bijan Robinson still this close to cracking the big one. And then Drake London looked like a legitimate number one receiver. You add that to what they were getting out of Darnell Mooney and Ray McLeod and Tyler Algier, and it looks like the type of group that can grow into a very, very dangerous offense over time. Maybe most encouraging is the way that Kirk Cousins was showing a little bit more confidence sitting there in the pocket and driving off of his back foot. So lots of good stuff from the Falcons. I also thought the Buccaneers played really well. Both teams, of course, have issues on defense. The Bucs are going to get healthier on defense. They're expecting next week to have Kalijah Cansey, their former first round defensive tackle, and Antoine Winfield back in the lineup, and that's going to be huge for them. Offensively, you look at what they did last night. Baker Mayfield was incredibly efficient, which we've seen over the first month of the season. But beyond just that, they got the running game going. And before Bucky Irving had the fumble at the end of the game, at the end of the game, it really looked like that running game was going to put the Falcons away. So while it's not the result they were looking for, and it's a tough loss to take, I think the Bucs can look at the way last night played out on a short week on the road and feel pretty good about where they're at. Again, especially with guys like Cansey and Winfield coming back to the lineup. Hope is, of course, they get Luke Gadecki back on the offensive side of the ball. So those two teams, you came into the season thinking the NFC South wasn't going to have a real Super Bowl contender. And I'm not putting those teams on the level of a Detroit or a San Francisco yet, but I think you see some real potential for what the Bucs and Falcons can grow into becoming. The Saints have shown obviously a pretty high ceiling over the first month of the season as well. Should be a fun year in the NFC South. That'd be my first takeaway. That'd be my big takeaway from the Thursday night game. That's it for this Friday's Breer Report. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy week 5, everybody. We'll be right back here with you on Tuesday morning.